That shit was so funny. Especially the part where he was like, "Trust us because of the things we've done in the past. Don't believe the actions that we've done. All they've done is lie. So should we trust them to continue to lie?" Is that what I was supposed to take from that? I could go on and on about that kind of shit. Most of you aren't here to hear me babble about that shit, though. In fact, I'm sure anyone who came up here isn't here to listen to me babble about that shit. They want to see me play Grim Dawn and talk about an early access game that's doing it right. This is one of those few early access games that's doing it right. Very solid game. Oh, and I leveled up throughout that tyrant of bullshit, didn't I? How long ago that was. Alright, well, we'll continue the chain of just seeing what these things all have to offer us. Here we got our cadence upgraded to give it more of an arc, and start adding bleed, combining with the bleeding from the occultist. I could see a pretty heavy dot application in the bleeds. Might be something to look into. I will try not to completely abandon or ignore the occultist side of things. Would like to get some of the stuff in there, especially the bloody pox, some more curse of frailty. There's other active ones that just stay active. They consume a part of your, yeah, I'll say this correctly here eventually. A part of your active mana pool will be consumed and just not be accessible to you in return of having these moves active, which do stuff like add damage to your attacks and stuff like that. But I would like to try this one: chaos damage and poison damage. I don't even know if I've been accomplishing anything from my quests, to tell you the truth. I think I have. It's not... Fortunately, I'm saying fortunately, I don't have the materials to construct this bridge, that this game isn't as hand-holding as a lot of other games, and they won't, so far at least at this point in the development, it doesn't exactly hold your hand. I mean, it gives you a general idea of where to go, but it does not hold your hand and give you the little arrow saying, "Go this way, you dumbass." And that's cool. It's nice to have at least a little bit of challenge in it. And you know, what's the point of making these big sprawling areas with all sorts of neat little features or neat little parts to it where no one actually sees it? Well, all they do is stare at the mini-map until its arrow turns into a blinking area, and then they just go there. It's one of my problems with MMORPGs, actually. A lot of different MMORPGs is where the game itself isn't the focus of the player's eye. It's not. I mean, a lot of games where it'll be the hotbar will be the focus of the eye, or the mini map, or the map that the overlay map. I mean, that always seemed kind of weird to me, because you know, I want to see the cool shit. I want to see the monsters. I want to see the moves. I want to see the big splashes of ridiculous Tarantino gore. I mean, who plays a game to watch cooldowns? Well, World of Warcraft healers, but who else plays a game to watch cooldowns? I mean, shit. And so far, I have not seen what all the complaints about Melee is. I have, granted, once again, I'm making this judgment on a very low level where I'm sure everybody, no matter what your build is, succeeds. Shit, my build probably proves that more than any other, considering I have not focused in one area and just spread my points around. Which would be interesting if that was a viable way to make a build in this game, because a lot of other games have you focus on one or two moves, try and beef out the damage of those one or two moves as much as possible, and then just go to town. Which brings up the point of why have a bazillion moves if only 2 or 3 of them are actually any good and the rest of them are just passive abilities that work like stat sticks, as I refer to those types of passives. I don't know if it was in the lost footage that I had or in one of my previous videos, but I explained that I use the term stat stick not only for the items that are just, you know, fucking shitty ass stat bonuses, but those stupid passives that's all they do too. Granted, you have to have them in there or your character won't be successful. You won't survive, but they don't do anything other than make it so you can survive. Seems like a waste of space. Could have put something cool in there and then just made the characters at base more strong. More strong. Is that grammar? I don't think it is. Stronger. Spread this hex about. Oof, this guy's taking a beating. That run animation was a little janky looking. Hopefully that's just a placeholder, or you know, I'm sure a lot of the animations are work in progress. Some of them are quite nice. The basic animation is for the attack is kind of nice. I've said in my other previous videos, the little leap jump that he does at the end there and comes swinging down, I like that. But that run animation, let's see if we can see that again. Can I do it without something to target? No. That shit was weird looking. Let's back up a little bit and get another look. I mean, look at that. What the fuck was that? He didn't move his legs very far apart or anything like that. There was no stride look involved at all. I will get this asshole. Maybe not. Shit, he hits like a fucking truck. camera out so I can actually see the debuff above his head. Down. Now it's been a little while since I've checked my loot. Let's see if we've gotten any upgrades. Where is that belt? Can I wear that now? Looks like a caster helmet. Oh, there it is. Looks like I'm gonna need to be level 14. It looks like I might have a couple of upgrades. Much higher resistances will probably be important as a melee. Well, not now, but eventually it will be. Another cool little option that they added in this game is there's this little button right here. It says to complete components, and that's referring to these ones that I mentioned and described earlier video. You can just click this button and it actually combines them and makes full ones if you've got enough to do it. I don't know if I've got any full ones. Here we go. As you'll see, some of these things even grant additional abilities, launching fireballs. I don't see why I'm gonna really need that as a melee character, but it's a neat little thing because they know you're gonna be filling up your bags with them and going through every single one and adding them to the other ones you've got in your bags is tedious, to say the least. So to save a little time and a little salt, they added that in there, which is cool. It's nice when they think about the player. Oh, we got some survivors offering quests. Looks like people with just green exclamation marks over the head just have a little lore or discussion. I believe this is the part in the story where the quest I just picked up actually gets us a blacksmith in our little hometown. And from there I can demonstrate the way the crafting in this game works.